Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls Remastered. Last time out, we made our first little foray into Anor Londo interior, see what we could find, opened up a few doors, fought a couple of knights, and got ourselves sort of prepared for the fight ahead. As you can see, I am back at the bonfire, and I am human. That is because I wanted to make sure that A, we kindled the bonfire. As you can see, we have 10 Estus flasks. And B, we're going to summon Solaire for this fight. So, we are just going to try and not get involved too much with these guys. We're going to see how easy it is to backstab them. Oh. I actually probably would have just had a better time doing the parry, but screw 'em. We got him anyway. And we're going to try and jump the stairs again. You might think a smart man would have spent some time practicing this off camera. And you're absolutely right, a smart man would have done that. A smart man I am not, but a man who jumps staircases, that I am. Okay, so this is actually the hardest part of the run. In general, actually, this is actually the hardest part of probably the entire run. I would say once we beat Ornstein and Smough, it's all sort of downhill from here. A lot of people say that the game effectively peaks here with this boss fight. I would sort of agree in some senses. My favourite boss fights, some of them actually come after this, but they're definitely not as difficult as this challenge that we are about to face. I'll try and guide you through it best I can to talk away through a couple of really important things. We really just need to make sure this guy's out of the way and that we don't get hit with big attacks like that. And get him with a backstab. We can afford to spare Estus flask, I suppose, and we'll need to, so pop one off. I've just come from Dark Souls 2, so seeing that super quick Estus animation was really weird. Okay, here's the play. We really just need to run down, hit that summon sign, and run to the boss fog, which is up those stairs. We can't mess around, we can't waste any time. These giants will be right over. They hit for big damage, but that's not their only problem. They also have a thing, it's Wrath of the Gods, it's called. It's a spell, it'll send you flying, it'll probably kill you. It's just bad news all round, you don't want to get hit by that. As soon as you enter the fight, you want to move away from the fog door because the giants can actually hit you through it. That's also why it's important that we get Solaire and head in quickly, because if we don't get him into the fog gate very quickly, he'll just stand outside and fight the giants. Not great either. When the boss fight begins, Ornstein is just going to rush you, just straight to the front of the room. He will just dive right on you, so you need to be ready to dodge as quickly as you can. Whatever one you kill, the other one will double up his power after that. We want to kill Ornstein first, because Smough is definitely the better guy to fight from that perspective. This is not good. This is the least thing. This is the least. Nope. Yeah. Not good. Okay, so we're going to try and just drag them away. It's the thing about the remaster, the same way as Dark Souls 2 with Scholar of the First Sin. It totally affected a lot of the enemies' aggro ranges in a way. And because of that, it makes things a bit of a pain. Solaire, don't fight them. So we need to get downstairs now and drag the main man away from this fight. Okay, Solaire, you need to follow us, buddy. I really mean it. Yeah. No, okay, come on. Once he gets to the stairs, we're gonna have to go. No! Okay, we're just gonna go in and see what happens. Whoa, it's the Super Slam Brothers, baby. Let's go. So, Smough will be... There he is. There comes that big old swing from Orny boy. You just... What I'm thinking is maybe we'll test out one of these. Oh, that was nice. Yes. Oh, that's doing damage. I'm into that. I kind of don't want to use up all of it. I will say that I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I will say that really in contrast to sort of the later games, God, these guys move so slow. Do we have any other spells? We don't. Okay, do you know what? Then there's no point in waiting around, sorry. We might as well just get this part over with. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, that's bad. No way. Okay. So we're dead, so it doesn't really matter that Ornstein's going down here. Yeah. That was greed. I didn't really think he'd pull out that third swing. But that's totally 100% on me. Rule one of Dark Souls, guys, innit? Just never ever get greedy. Okay. But that was a good run, actually. I didn't really think we would be able to cut right through Ornstein so quickly. So, I am optimistic of our future chances. Once you get into that second part against Smough, all he really does, you can kind of bait him into constantly just doing a jump and slam. To be honest, if you feel like taking this boss on without using Solaire to back you up, like, I think you probably could, to be honest, if you really wanted to. The thing is just try to keep everyone's attention for the whole fight, or trying to make sure you keep them in your eyesight, I suppose, for the whole fight is the important part. Getting hit in the back is just the #1 way of dying against those guys, really. There we go, I'm starting to get into the rhythm of it now. So you just want to make sure you're just not getting hit in the back, really, off those guys. If you can manage both of them, keep them both in your line of sight and just kind of take digs where you can get them. I was really impressed at how good Chaos Fireball was there. So really, if you could get them together, you could just launch Chaos Fireballs until they stagger and maybe just try and land a wee hit extra here or there. But I would definitely say get Ornstein down first. In the second phase, they're not really, neither of them are particularly that crazy dangerous. It's just Ornstein with that spear has a weird sort of deceptive range on a lot of his attacks. And he has this sort of grab move which can absolutely just body you right out of nowhere. Which is something that Smough does not have in his second phase. Okay. That second swing on the Claymore is pretty slow, actually. I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed with it. Right, okay, let's summon Solaire. And then let's run back up the stairs so the giants back off. Theoretically. Wow, he's not backed off at all. He's come up the stairs. Didn't think that was possible. Okay, Solaire, run away. Run away, come on, let's go, let's go. If anything, the second time fighting these guys is harder because you need to be ready as soon as you go through the front door. Solaire, come praise it with me, brother. Good luck, friend. You can use the pillars, like the pillars themselves won't stop you getting hit, but whenever they're broken you can use the sort of stubs of the pillars to sort of hold people. Like that. It's quite cool how that worked, actually. This is going to suck Okay, we didn't get hit by the big man's swing. Ornstein is our prey. He's the one that we want dead. Oh, get staggered, big man. Oh, that was a bad miss. And we got zapped for our troubles. Which is quite funny, actually. And there we go, that was a super quick Ornstein death. We will take that. We will try and skip the cutscene. I don't know how we do it. There we go. And heal up immediately. Whenever you kill the first person, the second one will always start at the top end at the cathedral up there. Okay, what we're doing for this phase is just dodging all of this. Just dodging all of this and waiting until he tries to do a little slambo. Oh, no, no, no. We don't want to get hit with that. Again, if he does that charge, just stand behind one of these pillars. So having Solaire on such high health right now is massive. So that's what we want. That's what we want to see. Not for Solaire, he just got absolutely smacked. Yeah, watch out for that 360 on Smough's attack. Go up for a... What's annoying me is that Solaire is just refusing to heal up for whatever reason. I don't know why. We want to back up. Solaire is down. But that should have been Smough down. And that's the worst attack he could have followed that up with. You guys can see that, right? That is like 1 HP. I genuinely think what just happened is I just hit his hammer. Yeah. And that's why he didn't take any damage from that hit. You know what? Those things happen. We take those L's. Those are learning moments. I actually realise now as well, I had fire bombs and things on. I could have maybe finished them with one of those. Psh. Hindsight is 2020. That was a great fight for a lot of that. I don't know why Solaire didn't heal up. He has Estus flasks. He didn't use them for whatever reason. But take nothing away from it. I should have finished him off. That hit on either the hammer or just the absolute whiff on the hitbox. That's just all me. And a wee shame. Ugh. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. I really don't want to die one of these guys, so yeah. See? That should have been the fight, then and there. But, you live and you learn. I'm glad that at least you get to see that how close you can come and still get greedy and kind of mess up. That's twice actually when you think about it. The first phase of the first fight died due to maybe diving in when I didn't have to, and we just saw much of the same just there as well. But hey ho, it shows you how close we're getting, how not easy, I don't want to say it's easy, it is absolutely, probably mechanically one of the more difficult fights in the game, if not the series. So won't beat yourselves up too hard about it. We'll just make it third time lucky. I don't want to sit and try and parry. The reason is just I don't want to try and parry these guys because I don't want to mess it up and then nope. 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 Yes. Because then it could be way more humanities that we're spending in Estus. So this worked quite well the last time, so we're going to do this again. My man. So these giants are both trying to take me on instead of him this time. which is cool. But no, what are you? By the way, you can roll off that platform that you summon Solaire on, but you'll take fall damage, so I probably wouldn't recommend it. Took a wide berth there because I knew he was going to try and hit us with through the wall. I think this is the problem you can have with maybe summoning Solaire and having him run up the stairs. Is if you give him the opportunity to just hang around and ping lightning spears, he'll probably just try and do that all day. And now he's just taking a big chunk of fall damage there too. We need you to come downstairs, brother. I mean, look at the reach on that halberd. That is absolutely nuts. Ugh. There you go. There was Solaire healing. You know that thing he can do? If you do want to fight these guys, that's what you kind of got to do, is bait out that shield slam. By bait it out, that means don't get hit with it in the face. I think this is probably going to be a failed attempt. We're probably need to go back to the bonfire here. Crazy to think how close we were just to walking away from this area 2 seconds ago. And now, because I mean, unless you heal up Solaire, we really can't go into that fight, buddy. I think I just want to take my rage out on these giants a wee bit, actually. There we go. Can you heal to full? If you can heal to full right now, I don't think you can. Do you know what? We're here. Let's just go fight. We may. Whoop! And that is what I'm talking about him just coming right out of nowhere. And wow, the double dodge on the magic as well. This has not been a good start to this fight at all. Thing is, Solaire looks like he's actually still going to win in a one-on-one with Ornstein, and he has. I have no idea how. Take her souls back. Okay, so there goes Solaire. There again, hit his hammer. So you can see that it's definitely a thing that happens. So if you just want to keep teasing it out, this is the way to do it. Makes for a kinda boring fight. I dodged into that, which was dumb. That was also very scary. So there you go, you can use... Oh gosh, come on. It's one of my Slambo. Not like that, however. Come on. Don't rush. Great. Nope, you need to butt slam. So this is what we're just going to have to do. Spit out a couple of attacks. Whoa. Okay, that wasn't nice. Do you know what, as well though? Ugh, god damn it. If he starts that thing so close, it's so hard to dodge it. At least you're getting to see his full moveset. That's what we want to see more of. Not going to attack this time, I'm just going to try and bait him into something else. Just going to keep backing up. It's hard to describe when it's okay to go in on that. It's kind of like now, like when you start to see the last little bits of electricity dip away from him, that's when it's okay. I moved too early that time. Oh, I didn't think it was close that time, but okay. Alright. It's not a good position, but we'll take it. This is where the length of the claymore really comes in handy, and I should have probably used it a bit more. I definitely don't think I'm close enough half the time for that, but I'm not going to argue with the game. Ooh. No, that was way too dangerous to go in on. He's going to charge again. No? Yeah. Really didn't want that. And he's coming at us again with that. Ow. Not this time though. Holy. So yeah, whatever one you kill second, you'll get their soul as well. Should point that out. Ah, you could smell the tension there. So, yeah, whatever one you kill second, you'll get their soul. If you kill Ornstein second, you'll also get a ring called the Leo ring. And what that does is it basically ups your damage on counter hits. So whenever Smough was missing and we were going right in with the jab, you do more damage. It's got to be a piercing attack, so it's got to be with either spears, or just anything with this kind of attack. This is our royal family, or was. Gwyn there at the centre. He is the god of gods. There's his figure and all this. This is Guinevere, who we are apparently here to see. And this was where Gwyn's firstborn used to stand until he was stricken from the records. He made a reappearance in Dark Souls 3. So if you played that game, you may have come across him. If you didn't find him in Dark Souls 3, don't worry about it. He's not really a big character. I think he should have maybe been. They didn't really resolve it all that well, like most things in Dark Souls 3, personally. We did not do... No, we didn't, because we're wearing his ring. If you did... what's his name? Lautrec's side quest. If you followed Lautrec's side quest, he will have killed the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine and dropped a black eye orb. Once you have killed Ornstein and Smough, finish this area, and come back to it, you can pop your black eye orb in here and it'll take you to an alternate Anor Londo where you're in that boss room and you have to fight Lautrec and two sidekicks. If you do that, Lautrec's dead body will appear at the end of that hallway carrying his armour, which is cool armour, but the ring is much more important, so I'm glad we just killed him and we're done with it. How many levels can we get? 6. Okay. We should probably maybe put 4 in there. 1 in there. 1 in there. How about that? Just to keep yourselves topped off. The second half of the game has some more specifics to it in terms of boss mechanics and just kind of yeah, you'll see what I mean. Basically, we're going to go to certain places where having different kinds of weapons are going to be important or be very, very helpful. So I'm not really worried about our damage too much because there's ways we can circumnavigate that, especially with pyromancy. This is Guinevere. Come hither indeed. So we now have the Lordvessel, and this is going to be what we use to capture the souls of the fire of the world. So we'll skip through this because it's kind of just confusing Shakespearean nonsense. We have to go find everyone who got a piece of a Lord's soul and put them in that vessel. So that means if we watch the intro cutscene, that means Nito had some, the Witch of Izalith, or what remains of her, as well as a couple of Gwyn's friends who inherited his soul wherever he disappeared, or his forum obscureth, as she said there. Amazing chest ahead. I was looking for one of those messages. Common meme in the community with that one. You can enter our covenant if you want. I'm going to say no, but I'm going to do it for the trophy. I don't think I have the trophy, or maybe I do. No worries. So, you read that right. We can now warp between a few bonfires. You can go to Firelight Shrine, the Sunlight Altar, if you're a Sunbro, this one here, on Orlando, the Darkmoon Tomb, which is where we were before. There's a way we can access a little bit deeper part of that. I don't know if we'll do that, but we can do. The Daughter of Chaos, you remember the Spider Woman who was stuck on the wall. And the Undead Parish, which is going to be our port of call. Undead Parish is going to be our hub, really much more than Firelink is. Firelink has its uses, don't get me wrong. There's lots of NPCs that can show up here and continue some quest lines. I think we might need to do that for at least one of them in order to get the rest of the pyromancies that we want. But we'll see how that goes. Framp's still here. Hey buddy. We now have access to surpass what's called like these 4 sort of golden walls. We can go to the Duke's Archives, where Seath the Scaleless hides. We can go to New Londo, where the 4 human kings of New Londo live. Or we could go to the Catacombs to see Nito. And last but not least, we can go back to Izalith, dig deeper into the Demon Ruins and see what is hiding out there. We have to do all 4 in order to get to the end of the game, so we're going to do them anyway. It just is up to us what kind of order we do them in. The Catacombs and Nito is what I consider to be the easiest, so I'm considering tackling that one first. Izalith is kind of along the straight and narrow. The only thing is the boss at the end of that is a humongous pain in the ass and considered the worst possibly in the series. New Londo is quite difficult from my point of view, but at the same time it's really rewarding. You get lots of really good stuff down there. The enemies are quite interesting and cool. It's maybe the best part of the story in the second half of the game. And the boss at the end of it isn't actually all that hard. It's just more of a DPS race that I think we could potentially win with our pyromancies if we upgrade a little bit. And last but certainly not least, the Duke's Archives is my least favourite area in the game. It is incredibly difficult, the enemies hit hard, it's magic based, the boss isn't very good, there's curse everywhere, so I'm wondering if it's better to do that last or first. So I'll leave it up in the air. If you have an idea of which one you'd maybe like to see first, maybe pop it down in the comments below. I am done for today, guys, so if you like the video, please drop it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments about this episode, where to go next, or any future suggestions for videos on the channel, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. I know I wasn't great at replying to comments in maybe recent history, but I've set up everything to have the notifications going. I'm going to be much more active in the communities on that as well. I'll have my socials in the description below if you want to contact me on there. My Twitter is private, but that is for different reasons, so if you apply to follow me, no doubt I'll just accept it anyway, so don't worry too much about that. Thank you guys for your time today, I really appreciate appreciate it as always. We are done for today, so until next time, see ya.